Hello. We have a very important live today. We have an important live. The live today is very important. I'm excited. Happy Tuesday. I hope everyone is doing well in the Holiday Challenge if you are participating. If you are in the challenge, the purpose of the challenge is you have to do it every day. No days off. That's the hard part of the challenge. I know everyone has a lot of things to do, but we have to make time. That's why it's a challenge. The challenge has been challenging for me, but I will not talk about any issues until the very end. I'll tell you guys all of everything that I went through. Y'all, today we are talking about power. I am very excited about the live today. Please like, comment, and subscribe from wherever you are. Hit the like button. Share the video. All right, y'all. You know my style. Y'all know I like to jump right in. Y'all know my style. All right, y'all, listen. So there are so many components of power. I want to talk about the personal power that you have, though. This is very important to me for you guys to know that there's a lot of power that you possess. I don't think some people are aware of their power. Every human being has power. Every human being. Some people don't utilize it. Other people come along and they utilize your power for their benefit. Every person possesses power. When we talk about the power of the tongue, this is very important, the things that you say. Y'all know something? I don't like complaining. I don't like complainers. Complaining is so powerful, guys. It makes everything so much harder. The task is still going to be the task. You still have to pay the bill. You still have to, and people think they're feeling better complaining. It's really not making you feel better, guys. Let's stop the using the tongue against ourselves by complaining. That's what you're doing. Think positively. I mean, you could easily not be here. You could easily not have a willing and able body, mind person to be around. Easily. It's not a game. Use the power of the tongue for your benefit, not against you. That's what we want to work hard at doing. It's so easy to say, oh, I'm sick of this, I'm sick of that. That's what's happening. As you talk, it's just replaying. Your body's just responding to it. It's powerful, the tongue. The mind is even more powerful. So we'll get into these things. We'll get into the power that lies within us. We'll talk about so many different dynamics of power so you understand what's happening amongst you. Some people are just not aware of what's happening among us in terms of power. Let me read this comment. Hello, Layla. My mom said, I say that it's a big, rich town, bright light city. Like I'm going, make it. This is where it goes down. I'm sorry. When I hear power, that song comes to mind. I like, okay. So we know the show Power. We know the show Power. Come on, Mom. All right, y'all, listen. So bear with me. I'm going to kind of build on my teaching today. So we are aware every entity has power. Every person possesses power. Some know how to use it to their benefit, some don't, but we all possess it. We have the mind, we have the tongue, right? What we say. Our energy is very powerful. The mind is so powerful, guys. There are cultures that are using the mind to cure people, to change the weather, all these type of things. I don't know if it's real. Listen, I do know how powerful the mind is, though. I do. So I would never think that it couldn't be possible that a bunch of people could get together and think the same rhythmic thought and change things that we can't see, like the weather. I believe it is just like prayer. When everybody comes together in prayer, it's powerful. It's powerful. We all possess energy, every last person. There's not one person alive that does not possess energy. Now, do you know people will take your own energy and use it against you for their benefit? How sad is that? How sad is that a person can be that easily manipulated? Since we're on the topic of power, we got to talk about the 48 Laws of Power. The thing about this book is a very well-known book. This book is actually banned in jails. You can't send the 48 Laws of Power to anybody in jail. They don't want them to have that type of knowledge, okay? Or to understand the systems that are oppressing them. They don't want them to have that type of knowledge in a system like that. See how powerful that book is? They don't even want you to know about your power. 48 Laws of Power is banned. Another book that I came across in graduate school that I love is Pedagogy of the Oppressed. Pedagogy of the Oppressed was written by Paulo Freire. It was banned in so many third world countries. That's how powerful the book is. It talks about oppression and how people can be oppressed. In essence, it teaches you how to oppress. Follow me? Pedagogy of the Oppressed is a very dense read. I came across this book in grad school when I was getting my master's in English, so it's a very high literary text, but it is dense, and it talks about the powers, right, that we have amongst us. Y'all, morally, I'm not a big fan of the 48 Laws of Power. That's not really my thing. It's not like, oh, I'm going to use this as some sort of Bible. Angela Williams, what's going on Instagram? Yeah, I can't use the 48 Laws of Power as some sort of Bible. It's just not my thing. I'm too sort of like morally correct. Like I just like to do things the right way. But what I like about the 48 Laws of Power is it stops you from being, thank you for adding it to the wish list, like it. It stops you from being powerless, that's all. So when you see people using these powers against you, you are aware of it. That's what I like it for. Don't use it to go against the powerless. Don't do that, guys. We're not doing that. All right, let me read some comments. The phrase that sticks and stones may break my bones, but words never hurt is not true. Words can be debilitating. This is very true. The power of positive words can be encouraging. All right, guys, I got to tell y'all a quick story. My mom said, welcome. My mom said, welcome, Angelo. Hello. I see you over there. I see the Hey Marquita over there. Got the whole government name. So this guy, I can't remember who he was. I can't remember his Instagram name, but I came across a video that he did. And he said he took 3 apples. 3 apples. He did an experiment up in New York. He had 1 apple. They left the apple alone. Nobody did anything to the apple. They just left the apple alone. The other apple, they talked good to it. You are beautiful. You are amazing. You look so good. They talked to the apple like this. Okay. The other apple, they talked bad to. Everybody who came into the store, he said, talk bad to that apple. Talk bad to that apple. They did this over, I think, like a span of like 40-something days. Y'all, after the 40-something days, something crazy happened. Like they looked at all 3 apples. The apple that they talked so bad to was deteriorated. It was done. It was like the apple it looked like it went through war. The apple that they talked good to looked even better than when they started. This is an apple. The apple that they left alone looked the same. What does that say? To me, that says, honestly, guys, there's so much power in the tongue. The whole, I like what my mom says, sticks and stones may break my bones and they don't hurt me. It's not true. It's not true. What this says to me, guys, who you have around you, pouring into you, talking to you, is everything. It's everything. It's making you old, beat down. Is this a safe space? Can I be honest with y'all? Is this a safe space? I don't know. I don't feel safe. Is this a safe space? I was in a listen, y'all. Y'all know what I'm bad at. I'm bad at choosing relationships. I'm bad at that. I'm choosing bad at choosing the right person. I am. But I was in a relationship where I generally wake up happy every day. Generally speaking. I was in a relationship where that wasn't like the person wasn't like that. They were just like yeah, every day, right? I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I was look my look was different. I look different. You cannot be in close proximity with someone, whether you're doing business, definitely not in a relationship. Definitely not that. Now that's a deal breaker for me. If you don't wake up generally in a good mood, we can't be together. That's out. Okay. We learning from our mistakes. We're learning. This has to be a safe space for both of us. It can't just be a safe space for y'all. Y'all just talk. Y'all tell me everything. I need to tell y'all some stuff too. But no, seriously, guys, when people are talking to you, you have to demand that they talk to you well. This is killing you. This is making you unattractive. Your spirit dampened. I told you energy equals income. So if your energy is being dampened because you have people around you talking to you crazy, that means your income is going to be lowered. All of these things go hand in hand. Like I have to keep recapping because I have to get y'all to understand the importance of how sacred happiness is. Because once you experience it, I already know. It's going to be so amazing to you guys. You are never going to compromise it again by any means necessary. I don't care how clever, charming, conniving the person is, that happiness is going to trump everything that they have, trying to come up against you with. It is. All right, Angelo, I got you. Happiness is very sensitive. This is why every culture, every denomination of a human being seeks it all throughout history, all throughout the different eras. Everybody went through different ways of obtaining it. Happiness is everything. There's nothing more important, valuable. And in order to obtain happiness, you have to have a level of peace. Happiness is more important than even peace because peace is a component of happiness, right? You have to have peace in order to have happiness. Peace itself, that's not good enough for me. We got to have happiness. Angel, what's up, cousin? Hey. So I'm reading some comments. This is a place where we come to share, inspire, and enlighten. Don't believe you can protect your energy with a negative person. You cannot. Energy is transferable. You may not realize it until you are out of a negative situation. This is so true, guys. When you are out of a situation where it was super toxic or a marriage or a relationship or work environment or anything like that was super bad for you, when you are out of it, then you realize the damage. You realize how much you were dealing with. You had no idea. It just became a part of your life. The stress, you blamed it on other things. So when you really people become a drug, right? In order to keep that person into your life, you'll blame your stress on other things instead of the real source. That's why I tell you guys all the time, when you are feeling down, pinpoint the source. Don't get delusional about the source either. Because we'll say, oh, this girl, she cut me off in traffic. That's why I was mad. That's why I was mad. No, no, no. You have a complainer of a wife or husband. That's why you're mad. So, if you guys are just getting in here, we are talking about power today. We are talking about power. This is very important. This is very important. And wherever you are, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you are feeling amazing, please share the video. We are talking about power today. I hope everybody is doing well in the Holiday Challenge. If you are just coming in and you are still on the Holiday Challenge, keep going. We got about 17 more days. All right, let me get into some more things about power. I just want to talk about your personal power first, and then we're going to talk about the bigger levels of power. And the power that's amongst us and the power that we have to be mindful of. But the most important power to focus on is the power within you. That's the most important power. Everything about you, you have to start to realize is everything. You create the world around you. You. Nothing else matters. Do you know how powerful you are? Do you know that you have the power to make somebody relevant and then make them not? That's powerful. We are keeping people relevant that should not be. That's the problem. We're not using our power to benefit ourselves. You create your world. You, nobody else. I could easily make you completely irrelevant. That's the power. I remember I have seen so many different dynamics of power at play, and it has gotten my attention. I want you guys to be aware of it. I remember a story where T-Pain, I might have talked to you about this story on here before, but T-Pain talked about a story one day. Now, if you remember, back in 07, T-Pain was very hot, but he came out with this auto-tune thing. So a lot of, R&B singers and real singers was feeling like T-Pain sort of messed the game up because, oh, you're not really singing, but you're super successful. I mean, he was killing the game, buy you a drink, all these different things. And Jill said, I'm extra powerful. Yes, cousin. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. All right, so T-Pain said that in the middle of him being super successful, he said he was on a flight and Usher came up to him. And Usher has a long list of successful runs or whatever. He says to T-Pain, you killed R&B, something to that effect. Do you know what happened to T-Pain after that one comment, y'all? I have so many stories like this, and I'm gonna tell y'all a couple of what I've heard throughout the years. That was so powerful and it caused so much damage. And I want you guys to be aware that you have the power to stop this from affecting your life if this ever comes to you. T-Pain said that comment from Usher sent him into a depression for years. How powerful is that? T-Pain didn't realize he had the power to make that not even matter. He had no idea. All he knows is that this very acclaimed singer that he respects said this to him. So he embodied that. I keep telling you guys, if you don't listen to nothing else I say, never go against you. You stay on your side no matter what. I keep telling y'all, you are the most important part of your equation. You know what? I'm writing a book on it. I have to, because you guys, I'm going to an audio version and everything. I got the title in my head and everything. Y'all got to understand, you are everything. You are the center of your universe. Nobody else is more important. Nobody. I don't care who it is, okay? It's you and God. Once you understand that, you become very powerful. I don't care how much accolades you have. If you come against this is it. This is number one for me. This. If you come against this, I can make you irrelevant. I have to mentally make you irrelevant. Y'all have to start to adapt this quality, guys. Angel said T-Pain let Usher take his power. T-Pain got his power back now. He's amazing in concert. Oh, nice. I got a couple more stories. Hold on. My mom said, don't believe you can protect your. Okay, we did that one. My mom said, it's not your job to change anyone. If they show constant negativity, they will not change. Don't make it your challenge. Positive energy will surface in health and your approach to life. To be fooled into thinking that someone else negatively isn't affected you because it will. Yes, this is so true, guys. We are human. I wish sometimes we were not like victim to being human, right? Sort of thing. Like I wish we were just able to not be human because it makes it so much easier. It makes suffering less. But being human, we have to be militant about everything I talk to you guys about. We have to be militant about, or we'll suffer the rest of our days on this earth. Do y'all understand how important what I'm saying is? You will suffer if you are not militant about your energy, your boundaries, all your traumas, how you handle people, how you handle events, things that trigger you. Being human, negativity, all things around you, all energies around you affect you. This is a part of being human, guys. All right, y'all. So there's a couple different powers we have going on, right? So we talked a lot about the power within us. We talked about the power of the tongue, the power of other people around us, their energy, how they talk, right? There's a couple more energies going on. There's a couple more powers at B that be. Now, we know money is a sort of tool used to gain power over things, right? Money, right? So when it comes to money, you're gonna have you're gonna be tested in ways, right? Your power, like it's gonna be kind of tested because are you willing to give up certain things for money? Are you willing to give up your peace of mind, your health, like your stress levels? What are you willing? Like in certain environments, they'll use that in toxic environments to gain power over you. They'll use money to get that from you. You have to be aware of this. You know, there are ways to make money, guys. If you are at the height of your creativity, there are ways to make money. Until you get there and start really putting in the work for what you're made for, I feel like you're always going to be compromised with money and your power. That's just my thoughts. You'll be good at many things. Like a lot of, sometimes you're good at a couple different things and you can make money at different jobs and, you know, which is cool. Never trade money for peace. That's just you're like canceling out. It's like buying a car but getting rid of the gas. I don't know. It's just not. It's like they don't go hand in hand. My mom said letting anyone's negative opinion of you affect you in any way is giving that person power over you. Don't let it affect you. That is their problem and has nothing to do with you. Don't waste a thought. Defending negative people opinions of you. You know what? I'm going to do an entire live on opinions. I think we need to talk about opinions. Go ahead. Angel said, I'm always going to make money. That's in my DNA. All right, talk your stuff, cousin. Talk your stuff. Talk your stuff. Some people don't realize it until it's really late, right? that they have accepted some sort of money and they have given up their power. Don't ever do that. You want money to make you more powerful. That's the purpose of money. Money should not be used in a manipulative way that takes away your power. We understand? Just like money should not take away your peace. The whole purpose of more money is to have more peace. That's all I'm saying. We get that? There are so many things that go hand in hand with power. Here's the thing. I keep encouraging this and I want to continue to. Some form of meditation or mental strengthening tool, you must adapt some sort of mental strengthening exercise or something. Because the brain is just attacked with too much. I mean, the brain focuses on too much negativity anyway. I told y'all I found that was just a way for us to survive from the species that we were. That was a way for us to survive. So that's why we veer toward negativity. Okay, it's not just you being negative, it's just the way the human brain works. So we need you to be mentally together enough that when that happens to you, you are mentally strong to go toward a negative thought. Hello, Mr. Nell. Welcome, welcome. We are talking about power today. We are talking about power. And if you are just getting in here, we have been talking about the power that is within you. We are starting the live talking about that. And we went over the power of the tongue, the power of the mind. This is very important. Knowing your power. Also, I just want to recap. If you have people around you that are negative, you are only human. You can't fight this power. It's going to affect you. Oh my God. Do you know how powerful positive people are? Angel said, my mental capacity increased when I got my power back. Go, Angel. See how these things go hand in hand? And guess what it equals? Your energy goes up. I don't mean hyperactivity. I mean energy. When your energy goes up, income goes up. If you walk into a room, some people just want a part of you. They just want it. I don't know why. It's your energy. You seem like you're just somebody they want to be close to, that they can trust and that they can do business with. That's the energy you want to give off. It's half the battle. You don't want to have to keep convincing people to have to do invite me. You only got to talk when you have done the work on yourself. Your energy speaks way before you do. This is with anything. But I do want to say we are human. We can't be around complainers, people who are just not good at what they say and how they talk to us. We can't be around that without it affecting us. I wish we could. I wish we could be. Thanks for the like, Lamont. I appreciate that, Mont. On Facebook. All right, let me see what my mom said. My mom says, surround yourself with positive, genuine people who love you and want the best for you. Like, comment, and subscribe. That's what my mom told me to tell y'all. Y'all, if y'all want my mom to go live, please say mom go live. If I get 20 mom go live, she's forced to go live right now. Right now. All right, y'all. Let me just get some more things out. Let me just get some more things out when it comes to power. Now, I want to refer back to the 48 laws of power. Right? There are powers that are among us and that are between dynamics of people. There are powers that are among us, right? Power of, supervisor, employee, we can go on and on. Powers between children and parents, power dynamics between everybody, the system, the government, the people that live there, whatever. It is important to know in every dynamic that you are in, especially if you feel suffrage from it. We got 2 mom go lives. Let's run it up. So, hello. So remember, every dynamic that you are pretty much in, there's a power at play. There is. Do y'all know in relationships there are powers at play? Y'all do understand this, right? Like in your relationship, like your marriage, or there's a power at play. That's cheating. That's just one mom go live. So we got three. We got three mom go lives. My mom said, involve yourself in different social events with positive, like minded people. For sure. And y'all, when I tell you, if you are in a major city or close to one, like just ask ChatGPT, just say ChatGPT, what you like, what you like to do. There are events for the things that you like to do. It is. And you will get around people just like you. You never know what might ignite and inspire you. The worst thing you can do as a person is with your power is go sort of like hermit crab or introverted or recluse. That's the worst thing you can do. When you are around like-minded people where you don't feel crazy, right? Because like when you are around people who are negative and telling you you are not good enough and just making you feel crazy, it stifles creativity and inspiration and anything positive. You will be affected. Can like we have to get that across. Negativity will affect you. You're human. Don't sit there and say, "Oh, I ain't paying them no mind." It's affecting you. Okay. All right. So we understand the basic levels of power when it comes to that. Our tongue, our mind. Oh, thank you for the roses. Thank you for the roses. Who is that? Supreme, is that my cousin? Thank you for the 6 roses. Love it. Love it. I think that's my cousin. But yeah, now y'all know a little bit about me. Y'all know I'm a behavior analyst. I understand how people and things work. Love you, cuz. That is my cousin. Okay, what's up, cuz? Thank you so much for the roses. You have to be mindful of when you understand the powers among us that you don't utilize the power on other people against them, okay? It's easy to do. It is, especially once you start to understand. So the 48 laws of power kind of does this to people. That's why I like it in terms of you being aware of it happening to you, but I don't like it in terms of you now using it against other people. We have to stay, we have to do the right thing. I just think it gives you the best outcome. Just in my life, just in my opinion, when you do the right thing, you get the best outcome. So, you know, but be aware of it. We're not gonna let anyone take our power to, and use it against us. We're not doing that. Now, I want to get back. Let me just get back. We know how powerful the mind is. We went over that. First of all, y'all, the reason that we are even here is because of how powerful our brain is. We're not stronger than any of most of the animals. We're not, we survived hundreds of thousands of years, right? This is the brain that we have. We have the capacity to create and do all types of things. Everything that we are able to get done, to go from nothing to a lot of money to have things and that we've never imagined, it all starts with the mind. If you think it's possible, it's possible. If you think it's not, it's not. And what is important, guys, is to start to reap the benefit of all the work that I keep talking about, so you can feel it possible, so the brain can get even more powerful. You hear me? You have to start getting wins. Wherever you can get it, you have to start getting it. Getting those wins and start, getting things going for yourself and working on yourself. And you're like, oh my God, I'm happier. I'm getting more out of life. When you start to get those wins, You become more powerful and more powerful and more powerful. Why? Because the brain now knows it's possible. You know how much more powerful you are than somebody who just doesn't believe anything is possible because nothing good happens to them? Like nothing. You ever see people where it always feels like they always win? And you always see people where it always feels like they always lose? It's just that the person has unlocked the power within the mind. They understand how to keep getting things done successfully. And we've went over this a million times. I mean, it's like the certain tactics that we went over is just finish what you start. Just being a finisher, just finishing what you start, you'll get so much more out of life than any most people. Everybody starts, nobody finishes. It's not easy to finish. This is something directly from my mom. I have to the things that I am not saying from me, I'll always say where it came from. And that is directly from my mom. She has embedded that into me, and that has been a game changer. Finishing what you start, that you reap the benefit of everything. So my mom said, in any relationship, I'm all in, but my power isn't negotiable. You have to understand how to use your power. Soft power in any relationship is also valuable. Once you know and own your power, no one can take that away from you. This is so true. This is so true. All right, y'all. We're getting a little late in the live. Let's do our scale real quick before I get carried away. I love it. Angel said, I used to be the person that always had challenges until I changed my mindset. Exactly. Exactly, guys. Until this changes, honestly, you could be somebody who always you put a barrier in front of everything that you do. You. You come up with you come up with a problem for every solution type of thing. Whereas if you are someone who starts to see and get things done and you realize the obstacles that come with things and you just do it anyway, yo, like honestly, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm so used to being told no. I don't even care when someone says no about something. It's like when I get a no, like the average person would be devastated, like, oh man, what we gonna do? I don't even care anymore. I'm so used to being told no, bro. It's like not even, I don't even hear it anymore. Because I know I'm gonna get the yes. I know I am. I'm gonna go 80,000 different unconventional avenues until I get my yes. I already expect my magic number is 7. So I already expect 6 no's right away, right off the bat. You hear very successful people go through thousands of no's, hundreds of no's. My mom said, mindset is everything, niece. I like that. Angel said, now people are confused by my positivity and confidence. Woo! You're not playing over there. Angel is doing a masterpiece of the work on yourself. I mean, really. I want y'all to know how hard it is, the things that I'm talking about. No one wants to fix anything within themselves. No one. No one wants to get better. No one, everybody thinks that they're good and people should just deal with them how they are. It's not about other people. I really want to drive that home. It's not about other people. It's about you and what you get out of it. That's all. I'm not concerned about other people and how they receive you and how they look at you. Who cares? I care about you and how you view you and how you are proud of you. It will inspire you to get more and more and more done. You don't separate from you. I don't care how many mistakes you make. I don't care how bad whatever you have done was. I don't care. You don't separate from you. You stay on your own side. When you get in that shower, you are by yourself. When you go to bed, whether you're laying next to somebody or not, you are in your own head, on your own pillow by yourself. You are walking this life for real by yourself. So imagine if You are your best friend within this being. You good. You telling yourself the best possible things. You're not turning in against you. Imagine that. There is a little slight thing of wanting to be better. So you are a little hard on yourself. I'll give you guys that. You want to be a little bit, you want to get the most, but after that, listen, you never separate from you. You have to be your own best friend. Whatever you gotta do to get there, that's what gotta be done. Angel said, I told my mom that I love that our family is constantly working on ourselves to be a better version of ourselves. That's awesome. That's awesome. Because sometimes most people are in environments where they're the only ones who is like looking within, seeing how they can get better, seeing how they can respond to things better, seeing where they can get more positivity, seeing where their triggers are, in essence, where their happiness is. Some people are just not willing to do those things. It's the best job you'll ever do is finding out what makes you happy. I sit there and talk to people all day. And I'm telling y'all, people tell me all the time, I don't know what makes me happy. What? That's your number. Drop everything. It's instead of an emergency. Drop everything and figure out what it is that you like. How can you give yourself the things that you like when you don't know what they are? For real, y'all. Come on. How? You gonna leave it to somebody else to do? They're gonna be wrong. They're gonna be giving you stuff you don't like. Throwing you a birthday party you don't want. My mom said, if no one else believes in you, constantly tell yourself that you are good enough. Be your own cheerleader. You have to be your own cheerleader. You have to. I have so many stories, y'all. I have so many stories. Is this a safe space? Can I tell y'all some stories? I think it's important, y'all, to understand what it is that you are now, what it is that you need today, and keep taking inventory of that on a constant basis because you're changing, especially if you are doing the work. I feel like I am totally different from 1 year ago. I mean, totally different. Totally different from 2 years ago. And that's what happens when you are constantly in the process of working on everything about you, physically, mentally, emotionally. You have to work constantly to keep happiness or you won't have it. Do you understand? Love a story time. All right, let's get into a story time. All right, y'all. So if y'all know me and my mom, and I think we're going to do a live this weekend together. Most of y'all know me and my mom. If you don't, y'all, I know y'all see my mom in the chat a lot. I know I read off her comments a lot. So there's probably not two people who love each other more. We love each other so much. And I'm so inspired and I admire my mom. And we honestly were so different. So there is a lot of similarities with me and my mom. There's also a lot of differences. And I remember going through, I would love for her to hear what she has to say, but I think all mother and daughters go through this. So I'm a very strong-willed, bullet-headed person, right? I've been like that since I was a kid. My mom did a very good job of fostering it, not like just kind of getting rid of it. Like she kind of let me be and, let me kind of grow into what it is that I was growing into. And that was good. But when I became an adult and now we're both adults, we had the same outcome in mind, but we had different, like, I guess, avenues of getting there sort of thing. Like, and it's two different generations and I see so many mother and daughter dynamics go through this. Actually, I don't know a dynamic I've never seen go through this. All of them go through this actually. But then when I hit about 30, I was like right at 30 years old. And then I don't know what happened. Like it was like our path just became our vision was just super aligned and it was like super parallel. Like, I was like, what? And the rest was history, the rest was history. So we just kind of just seen everything parallel. And that's been like that since 30. I'm 42 now. So for the past 12 years, we just been super aligned with everything that we do. Yep. And we're here now. So mother and daughters, I've never seen one dynamic that was not just, I don't know, vanilla. Like, it's just because it's two different generations. It's so much love, you know, um, so many things that like you want from the daughter or whatever, and you might think the daughter's not picking up on what you're saying. I don't know, but I work with mother and daughters all the time, and I've just never seen a dynamic where it was just perfect. So here's the thing, y'all. If y'all are dealing with like, and me and my mom, we have a nonprofit where we work with parents and we work with children. Um, because there are a lot of parents who are just like tapped out, right? They just don't understand the different changes that kids are going through. So, we see people yelling at like little kids, like a 1 year old, 2 year old. Listen, y'all, if you have a child that is 17, 19, 17, 18, 19, 20, yo, literally all the way up to about 24, that kid is going to drive you crazy, y'all. Okay. That's just what's going to happen. That's a part of the process of them being a kid. So chill out, chill out. Y'all are just going crazy about these kids. They're gonna test the waters. Listen, y'all, it's a part of evolution. That's what they're here for. They're testy. Y'all got, I know. The kids are just gonna drive y'all crazy. They getting pregnant, this, that, they doing drugs. I get it. Be patient with the kids, y'all. We need y'all to be patient. Mr. Nell said, me as well, always working on myself to be better. That's right, y'all. That's what we got to do. If y'all are here on this page, I know that y'all are people who are working on yourselves, because if not, the average person comes on my page and leaves because they're like, I got time for all that. That's what the average person is doing. So I'm not talking to the average person. I know that. So, much respect to the people who are here and here on a consistent basis, because that says a lot about you, to be honest with you. All right, let me see what my mom got to say about this. In this upside down world we live in, you may not find a lot of positivity in the world. It's even more important to pour love into yourself constantly. This is true. There are so many negative people that want to sabotage your happiness. This is true. And our work is so much more important, guys. Like, me and my mom just focus on our work. Like, we just know how important that is. So it's not about us. This is about, just, moving forward and getting as much done as we can, being as, just it. My mom said, as a mom, I just wanted to provide more opportunities than I had. And you really did. You really did. I don't want to talk for my mom, but one day we'll really talk to you guys about us. It's a remarkable story. It's a remarkable story. But anyway, y'all, back to power. Back to power. So where are we at in terms of honing in our power? 1, we are not good at this. We need to keep working on our power. 10, we are as powerful as we can possibly be, and we are moving forward as fast as we can and as fast as we can. Where are we? Where are we, guys? I don't listen, y'all. Y'all know my one kryptonite is the romantic relationships. Even though I'm doing good now, the only reason I'm doing good now is because I'm single. Single. That's the only reason. So I feel powerful right now. I feel powerful. I'm gonna say an 8. We're late in the live. We got to answer these questions. We got to answer the scale right now, guys. Where y'all at with me? Where y'all at? Where y'all at on the scale? Come on. Where y'all at on the scale? Y'all be patient with your young children, y'all. Come on. Like, that's the one thing I do want to get across today is be patient with your young children. And I know it's so hard to keep the power. All right, Mom, I appreciate that. My mom said 5. She's a work in progress. I appreciate that. What's up, Jasmine? I see you on Instagram. And Joe said 8 because I know I can tap into my power, into more of my power. That's love. I love it. I love it. 5, mom. 5. If you are just coming in here, we are talking about power. I'm going to kind of like recap everything that I really want people to take home from the live today. If you are watching the live later, please leave any comments that you think will, that you want maybe me to go over, any topics or anything like that. My mom said, I will forever be learning and growing. For sure. For sure. My mom said, nice, niece. Angel, you killing it over there. Angel, you are truly an inspiration. And, one day I hope we can really talk, like really talk. Yep. All right, y'all. Let me just sort of just kind of bring home what I was trying to get across today. Let me just read the AI summary on TikTok. It says a mother and daughter duo shares stories and advice on relationships and parenting. That's like exactly how we are, mom. That's funny. Angel said, Anish, you need to bump that number up. You've been powerful since day one. I'm free this weekend. Call me. Okay. We're gonna be on. My mom says she's proud of you, Angel. I'm gonna call you on Sunday. I'm gonna call you on Sunday. Sunday is our day. Sunday is our day. It's a date. Sunday, this Sunday. I think me and my mom will be going live this weekend. So she can talk for herself. All right, y'all. Let me just kind of drive home the points about power and get y'all out of here. I want you to remember. Okay, perfect. Sunday is our day. Sunday is our day. I want you to remember a couple things. Every person possesses power. Every person. You have to understand what's happening when you are around every person. What's happening? You'll feel it. You'll feel it. We talk about energy shifts. We talk about a lot of different things, but you'll feel the power. If the power is not good for you, that's around other people, please by no means you can't subject yourself. Remember, happiness is super sensitive. We can't play with our happiness. We have so many things that we have to keep in place, and we can't allow somebody who has a negative power over us to be in our world. It's dangerous. It could be the one thing that takes us under or makes our happiness not be where we need it to be. We're human. Remember, guys, we're not like this robotic creature that can deal with it. We're human. So don't think I'm going to be around the negativity and still reap the benefit that comes with that negativity, right? I mean, that's what we try to think. It doesn't work. You will succumb to the negativity. Like my mom said, you'll feel it in your body after you are out of the situation or something. So if you have identified someone around you as that, they just can't have that space. They can't. The next thing, you want to realize how powerful your mind is at the outcome of your life. You have the power to make someone relevant or irrelevant. You have the power to make a comment that someone says affects you or not. That's how powerful you are. You have the power to make that comment be devastating, like we said in the T Pain and Usher story, or sure, it could roll right off because you know you so well. That's the benefit of doing the work on yourself. You know you so well that those sort of commentary, you can't really tell me about me. I've worked on me too much. I've worked on me so much that there's nothing you can tell me about me. These are people who have never looked within because they're scared to. That's most of the population. So now people can tell them about themselves. Not a person who works on themselves daily. You can't tell them about them. No one knows them more than themselves, and that's where you got to get to. Angel said, I feel negativity early. Now I fall back. When you are, what's up, chat? When you are extremely positive and your energy is all the way up, you feel the negativity easily. It's hard to spot the negativity when you are in a whirlwind of negativity. That's hard to spot, right? When you are working around negative people, you're in a relationship with a negative person, you got all these negative family members around you, you got negative kids, you got negative. Then the negativity almost dissolves in with everything else. But when when you have positive environments everywhere in your life, when you have that, oh my God, negativity becomes like, oh, you feel it. Oof, that person's negative. Oof, what they say? Oh, the energy. You don't even have to think about it. It's just like, oh, it's a lot of work. It's not easy. But what else are we doing? It's our best job. It's creating a life that we don't have to avoid triggers anymore because we have created a life where we are always happy. Takes a lot of work. This is not easy. All right, so so also when we are looking at entities like the 48 laws of power, okay, like so if no one knows what the 48 laws of power is, it is a book that goes over like 48 different sort of power like dynamics and what to do in each sort of situation. And I feel like it helps you in keeping your power, right? But just be mindful that you are not becoming the person that is now oppressing other people or taking power over other people. Be mindful of that that's not what's happening. Just use it so that you are not powerless. Do not use it to overpower other people. No good comes from it. I just don't think so. So I don't like when people take that book and use it like that. But we are talking about power today, so I understand. That was one of the things I just wanted to kind of go over. My mom said, be okay with accepting positive criticism. Take accountability and go within for change. That's where growth starts. Yeah. This is a place where we come to learn and grow. Y'all, please like, comment, and subscribe to the video. And if you are feeling really good, please share the video. If there are topics that you want covered, please let me know. You can send me a message any type of way you want. I've been getting inboxes and things. I see all of your messages. I really feel like we need to kind of go over more mental and emotional things and before we start talking about anything to do with money, real estate, or anything like that. But if enough people want to talk about it, let me know. Whatever you want to talk about. Just remember, y'all, when it comes to power, you are the most powerful entity that there is. You create the life that you live. Whatever you are playing in your head, whatever you are telling yourself is the outcome you will see around you. No matter how bad things around you, no matter what people are saying to you, no matter what mistake you have made that makes you feel bad, no matter what, just make sure you stay on your own side. Nice chat and have a great night. All right, Mom, see you. When you feel bad, guys, don't take it out on you. You are now being punished twice. Don't take it out on you. Don't keep replaying in your head how, oh, you just an idiot. Oh, you just this. Oh, you just that. If you made a mistake, don't keep replaying that to yourself. You have to get on your own side. Give yourself all the grace in the world. You'll give it to other people. You'll tell your child you did a good job. Don't worry about it. Talk to yourself like that. It's powerful, guys. I love it. Angel said the mistakes I made are lessons. I love it. when you are a victim, guys, like when you become a victim, something bad has happened to you. It's like you get further victimized constantly. It's like now you talk to yourself bad, you feel bad. It's like you see people wear it all over themselves when something bad has happened to them. And they're the victim. You see? So that's why I love meditation and brain strengthening techniques. So that when your brain takes that approach on you, where you try to kind of like implode on yourself, you are able to have a muscle strong enough with the brain to sort of not do that. It takes practice. It takes practice. I want you guys to be very strong and equipped mentally so that you are not your worst enemy. All right, y'all. Use your power for your benefit. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. I will see y'all on the next live. Any topics that you want covered, please let me know. I love y'all.